Morelull, the illuminating Pokemon, is a 7th generation grass fairy type first seen in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Morelull and its evolution Shiinotic have a medium fast leveling up rate, making them easy to train. Their anime debut was Sun and Moon episode 29, Lull to La La Land, and they are based on bioluminescent mushrooms and fairy rings, an actually occurring ring or arc of mushrooms. The name Morelull may be a combination of Morel, a type of fungi, and lull as in to calm or send someone to sleep. Shiinotic's name may be a combination of shiitake, a Japanese mushroom, shine, and hypnotic. In Sun and Moon, Morelull is first available to catch on Brooklet Hill at levels 14 through 17. If you're having trouble with the water trial, it might be worth picking one up, as it gets access to moves like Mega Drain and Sleep Powder, which are very good against the Totem Wishy-Washy. You could even try using Z Flash, a move that will both raise your evasion and deliver your opponent's accuracy, making you much harder to hit. You can also catch Morelull at the Lust Jungle and on Route 11, and if you catch Morelull on Route 11, you'll only need one level up before it evolves. Morelull and Shiinotic have the same abilities, Illuminate and Effect Spore, though this is where the problems start. The only real advantage to having a Pokemon with Illuminate on your team is if you're grinding, and maybe if you're shiny hunting, as it increases the rate of finding Pokemon in the wild. You're much better off catching a Morelull with Effect Spore, though even then it's not that much better. Effect Spore makes it so every time an attacking Pokemon hits Morelull or Shiinotic with a physical move, they will have a chance of being inflicted with a stats condition. You would think that this could only be a good thing, and it can be in certain situations, but generally it's not. It's completely random what condition your opponent gets, so if you wanted to send your opponent to sleep with Spore or Sleep Powder, and they've just poisoned themselves with Effect Spore, you would no longer be able to send them to sleep. Its stat department isn't much better. Shiinotic's stat total is 405, which is unfortunate for a final stage Pokemon. While Shiinotic does have a good special defense stat, its special attack and defense are average at best, its HP is nothing to write home about, and the less said about its attacking speed the better. These stats do not all represent what Shiinotic really wants to be, which is an annoying, bulky Pokemon that can stall out opponents with stats conditions and HP absorbing moves like Leech Seed and Giga Drain. Even its unique move Strength Sap isn't good enough to set it apart from its competition. Strength Sap is a move that heals your HP based on your opponent's attack stat, which is then lowered by one stage. This might sound good on paper, but it does basically nothing to special attackers who will be able to capitalise on both Shiinotic's low speed and many weaknesses. While Shiinotic does have an impressive 6 resistances and even an immunity to Dragon, it also has 5 weaknesses, one of which being a 4x weakness to Poison. While these weaknesses might not be the most common in the main game, with the only real exception to that being Flying, they certainly are common in competitive. Every Pokemon whose role it is to take out other Pokemon with their sheer willpower will have coverage on its moveset for at least one of these types in the current meta. This means that Shiinotic, try as it might, will not be lasting long in battle against top threats like Gengar, Heatran, Mega Charizard X or Y, Volcarona, Mega Scizor. The list goes on, and it's a very long list. Not only that, but it shares direct competition with Pokemon like Chansey, Clefable, Whimsicott, and even its fellow mushroom Amoonguss. All this, as well as many other factors, put Shiinotic firmly in the PU Smargon tier, the lowest used tier there is. Shiinotic's general strategy is to try and take a hit from its opponent and, should it survive, put its opponent to sleep with Spore. It will then most likely force a switch where Shiinotic can potentially get a free Leech Seed off for their staying power, a Strength Sap for more HP and to lower the opponent's attack stat, or just a Moonblast or Giga Drain. However, due to Shiinotic's low HP and defences that just stat good enough, no amount of useful moves can save it from 1 or 2 strong hits. You might see some use of it in the Trick Room team, but I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. Not even its hidden ability Rain Dish can save it, which you can get by catching a Morelull called in an SOS battle. It's possible for Shiinotic to get healing from Rain Dish, Leftovers, Leech Seed, and a healing move all in the same turn. That said, if things look bad enough for Shiinotic already, it's the only Pokemon in the game with Rain Dish as an ability that cannot learn Rain Dance. Go figure. All in all, Morelull and Shiinotic are Pokemon with a great moveset and some useful resistances, but that's about it. If its HP and defense stats were better, I'd recommend using it, but as of right now I can't, it's in PU for a good reason. If you want a Pokemon in the Sun and Moon main game like Shiinotic but better, I'd recommend using Whimsicott, Trevenant or a Bombi instead. In competitive play, I'd recommend using Mega Sableye, Whimsicott and Amoonguss, among others. Thanks for watching the first installment in this series of videos. This channel is primarily where I upload my Twitch streams and highlights, but I plan on making more of these types of videos in the near future. If you're interested in either type of video, subscribe to this channel in order to see those videos as soon as they come out. I kind of underestimated how much time and effort these kinds of videos would take to make, so hopefully in the near future the episodes will be much higher quality and they'll come out much more frequently, so for now, please bear with me. Thanks again.